Testing.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Are we live
Testing.
right now? Oh, okay. Hey y'all.
That was like a
We starting over.
yeah.
Okay.
We starting off from
Now?
the beginning.
So the very beginning.
Oh,
By the
okay.
time you got out the car.
I know.
Sorry, y'all. Thank you for staying with us while we was working out some technical difficulties. I'm going to start my introduction off again. I am Amber Morgan. I am the founder of the Sisterhood Foundation, and I'm here with my lovely friend and co-host, Miss Latoya King. She's also a lovely board member of the Sisterhood Foundation. And today we're here for Men Talk, a celebration of part 11. But before we go into the juicy conversation and hear what the men have to say, we're going to talk about our upcoming event. We have our first annual Radiant Heart Winter Pageant Showcase for the girls in our mentorship program. And these girls have worked hard to improve on self-confidence and working hard to really showcase their talent and work what they worked through all year. And so this is our first one. We want to invite you out this Saturday, December 27th at the Doubletree Hotel in Fort Worth. Please come out and support. Bring your family that's in town. It's a family friendly event. We'll have a live DJ, music. It'll be a great experience for you and your family to come out and support us. So please come out this Saturday, December 27th at the Doubletree Hotel for our Radiant Heart Winter Pageant Showcase. And also, if you want to register, please go to Eventbrite and also the Sisterhood website, www.sisterhooddfw.org, where you can donate, sponsor, register, and find out all of the good things that we're doing in the community. Not just for women, not just for the girls, but the men have come on board since February. So we're going to get into our men talk. So you want to kick us off?
So it is truly a celebration.
Yes.
11 times we've came and talked, been transparent, been vulnerable, and just did our thing. I feel like that all 11 times were meaningful,
Right. I agree.
and some were impactful, some were humorous, and it was just a variety of different things. But I'm excited, and it's going to be a great night. We're reflecting over the whole year, and I know the men have some wonderful things to say. Do you want to tell everybody like how Men Talk came about?
Yes. So, as you know, Sisterhood is a nonprofit, and we host monthly events for women. And in February of this year, we decided to open up our safe space for men to hear the men's perspective, to learn how they communicate, so that we can teach the girls and the other women in the organization how to communicate with men, what they think, how they communicate, and just learn from the male's perspective. And
Right.
so it was only supposed to be one time, and we've built them. It's been so great each time, and by popular demand, people always ask, "Hey, when y'all doing Men Talk again? When's the next one?" And so it just grew from there, and it truly is a celebration because how often you have two beautiful co-hosts and four men, veteran men, who showed up dedicated each time, each month to
Right.
pour into the organization and pour into the cause, because there's a stigma out there that Black men and Black women can't communicate, can't get on the same page. And so through this platform, we've been
Right.
able to kind of unpack that and talk.
Disprove that, yes.
Right. So I'm excited. It's a celebration.
We are very excited. We have some wonderful, wonderful men. And like you said, they've been with us all 11 times since February. And they're kind of like family at this point. They're our friends, and we just had a good time. We've got to know them personally. They poured into Sisterhood, and they poured into us. And I think it's time that we introduce them.
Mhm.
Pretty much, y'all already know our veterans. They're the face of Men Talk, and they're special. So the first one we're gonna talk about is Mr. Mitch.
Want to give him a clap?
Yes, we can definitely give Mitch a clap. Mitch is so authentic. He's real. What you see is what you get. Okay, and you can appreciate that because a lot of people they have a mask on, but he does not. He's gonna give it to you honest, and either you take it or you don't, and you can really appreciate that. He has his business. He has the One Stop Handy Shop, and he does security. So he's all about protecting people and making people feel safe. And we just applaud him, and we thank him for being dedicated and being a part of the Men's House platform.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And our next panelist, our next veteran, the owner of Clockwork Solutions, is the White Lex. He's the other half of the White Lexus crew. He's dedicated his time, his knowledge to the platform. He comes in, it's no gray area. It's either black or white with him. He's really straightforward, and he comes with the knowledge. I mean, he's been a great asset to the.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
And he's very clever and witty. Sometimes he come with some. I'd be like, really, Malcolm? But he's special. Well, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, like a special.
It was going so well.
Like our favorite special.
But no, we
I
appreciate you, Malcolm, coming and dedicating your time and your knowledge and pouring into really understanding the reason why we're here. Like really trying to unpack the societal stigmas that they have with women and men. And so we appreciate you coming on board and sticking with us all 11 times. It's a celebration. So thank you.
Definitely.
And then this next brother. Our brother, Mr. Derek Simmons with DS Sounds and 5 Star Media. He's the man behind the production. He makes sure he not only participates in the platform, but he also helps with producing the Men's Talk platform. And so he does an amazing job, both behind the scenes, on camera, at the platform. You said what?
That boy good. Social time.
I went too good today, though. I went too good today. I take full responsibility for the audio messing up.
Nah,
We'll
that's
give you a
not-
pass.
Lady.
Nah, we'll
Yeah.
give you a-
Oh, wow.
She's
It was a
an
lip
intern.
reading.
No.
It was a lip reading
But
test.
no, Derek really understands the mission and vision of the Sisterhood Foundation,
does.
and he really does take his time to really pour into not just us, but also the organization as a whole, and then this platform to make sure that it is accessible to our live audience and also to people online. So, Derek, we really want to highlight you. We appreciate you for sticking with us 11 times. It's a celebration, so thank you.
Salute.
If-
Salute.
And y'all make sure y'all check out all of our veterans and even our other panelists that'll come on after the break. Pour into these gentlemen. They have their own businesses. They are good at what they do.
Right.
So I advise y'all to check them out. Go to their Facebook page, check out who they are, check out what their businesses are, and they can help you. They can help you. So
Okay. So last but definitely
Not
not
least.
least, we have Mr. Powell. Okay. So he is with the business therapy firm. He shows so much leadership, initiative, and he takes charge. He guides us and he shares his expertise, and he's a very, very, very impactful person on this platform. I think he's great. You got anything to say?
just shout out to the just a shout out to Mr. Brandon Powell with the business therapy firm. We thank you very much for
So much. He's dedicated so much and poured into all of the men have poured into sisterhood and likewise us, and we just appreciate them. We really feel a connection and bond with them, and they're just amazing. And I want to give all of them a round of applause.
yes. Thank y'all very much. So y'all ready for this?
This wasn't on the plans, but we'd like to thank y'all as well.
Oh, thank
Absolutely.
y'all.
Yes,
We
we
understand a lot
absolutely.
A lot of growth, a lot of things.
Yes.
y'all have done. You know, I remember the first time I came, a lot of stuff was questionable.
Oh wow.
Definitely, but you know, for y'all developed, y'all stayed determined, stayed dedicated, no matter, you know, through rough time, hard time, y'all there. And then, you know, to give a man a platform and a voice, then that's very important. So thank y'all for going the extra mile. And, I advise anybody out there to donate, give, you know,
Yes,
they want to
please.
give them too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So you jumped us off right into the first question, which is to, in your own words, or really think back and reflect from how Men Talk first started. Their first Men Talk Part 1 all the way to now. Can you give us some, you know, how did it begin for you, and take
What's
us
the
on that-
evolution?
Yeah, the evolution of Men Talk.
Well, I would say for me, it started out because I'm a little leery anytime I deal with anybody. You know, I look at you as innocent and to prove me guilty, but at the same time, you know, I look at you a little strange. You know, so I want to see what the organization is about.
See if you're lying. See if you're lying.
But that came up a lot. They be lying.
We doing a reflection, you know, since we're doing the reflection and everything. My thing was stop lying. You know, I lied. Yeah, that was my reflection, you know, but I definitely seen a lot of growth, you know, in it, not just in attendance, but also in the men developing, you know, it take a lot to be able to express yourself and be vulnerable.
Yes.
You know, a lot of men don't want to really be real and be vulnerable on camera.
Right.
You know, it's one thing to be real in life, but then to be on camera is a whole nother thing. And so, you know, I've been enjoying myself the whole time. You know, I always keep it real. I'm like Mitch. Same thing about Brandon.
Y'all always cutting up.
Man. But no, I think that it's been a great platform, and since the beginning, you know, we've seen a lot of growth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think to add to it, if you guys help me remember, I think it was like 13 men that showed up.
It was 12.
12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought somebody had an extra cheek on the extra. Another
Oh yeah, it was 13, but
See,
he
I
left.
thought
You're right.
Oh,
You're right.
okay.
That 13th one, he
I
left.
thought I saw 13. Unless I need to clean my glasses. But no, it was to me, I've been doing public speaking for 19 years plus. So I was excited. I just randomly got I don't know how it was for you guys, but I was in the Facebook group, and Amber had apparently, and I didn't know Amber, and so she put out an announcement saying she was looking for men, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna respond. This can either go really great or it can go really not great, and so I was open to it. And so when I showed up, I was very impressed to see that it was that many men that were willing to show up, and it really wasn't about everybody being a polished speaker and nothing like that, because at the end of the day, we can't wait until men have it all together, whether all polished. Just need to create that space. And I think that's really what it was about, is giving that space, allowing us to work through the kinks as men, to talk about it, you know, publicly. And so I was really impressed with it. I said, this is something special. And of course, Amber and we ended up talking after that. And so I was excited about it. I'm still just as excited as I was like the first month, you know, and so that's my take on it.
Okay, I want to shout out to that group that you mentioned. What's up 817? That's where I posted the initial
Mayor Gray.
Mayor Gray. Shout out to you. Shout out to D Mitch and Tiffany Neely. They're wonderful
Contributors. They're supporters of Men Talk and sisterhood. So we love them. D, Anthony, Tiffany, we love y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support.
Right. We appreciate y'all very much. And that's the platform that Brandon was referencing,
Right.
that I posted in. So
Excellent. Did anybody else want to talk about their first time versus now?
I mean, I can definitely chime in on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like, yo, man, when y'all put the filler out, I just like, oh, y'all want to give a man a voice? Let me say something. You know, I just want to say something. But no, actually, doing my research, I'm one of them guys that once I find out about you, I do research on you. So once I started digging in and going far back, I'm like, okay, they kind of been standing for something for a while. They actually have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So for that, I salute y'all too. You know what I'm saying? From where y'all started and where y'all at now. You know what I'm saying? Brandon, you know what I'm saying? He don't know this, but I'll be watching the story and I'm like, oh shit, I can apply this to, you know what I'm saying? How, because I'm a business owner. So I'll be like, oh, I can apply this. Oh, I think, you know what I'm saying, as well as D, you know what I'm saying? And my follow, you know what I'm saying? I follow these brothers, a lot of even Twin and Wafer, you know what I'm saying? Like I even utilize Wafer now, you know what I'm saying? Me and him done made a, you know what I'm saying, make some dollars together already, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? The relationships I built, the people I watch, whether they know I watch them or not, I watch them. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, when, like you say, when it was 13 people came, it wasn't the fact that it was 13 people, it was the character of the 13 people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I would have not came back with one for the character of the 13 people. And I'm like, I thought it was one time too. I thought, oh, they just give us one time out here, man. Let me go. I'm gonna say something now, though. Let me get it out now. You know what I'm saying? Because just in case we don't come back, I'm gonna get that ass now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You all right. You're gonna learn today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but all in all, once it unfolded, man, I was just like super excited. So that's why I've been back and forth. I contribute. Hopefully soon I'm gonna be sponsoring some things for y'all. You know, so it's like, you know, I just really appreciate the platform. You know, I've already had a couple following, but they done rose a little bit. You know, still single, ladies.
Hey, put it out there.
You wouldn't have to.
Don't miss your bait. Don't miss your bait.
Don't miss your blessing. Don't miss your blessing. Okay.
Well, Malcolm.
Malcolm?
Yeah, it's your time.
You know, Derek gonna make sure
You got
you get out there.
this something.
Man, like the rest of the gentlemen up here, first time, like y'all, you just kind of put it in the group. I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds cool. I did not think I was gonna get picked for it. I was like, oh, all right, cool. I guess we're doing it now.
Right.
And like the first one was actually on my birthday.
Oh, I
So,
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like it was cool. Like it was definitely different, a different way to celebrate. And like these other brothers have said, like the character of the men that were on the panel. Honestly, I was in good company. And like I'm glad to been able to spend the year with y'all.
Thank you.
Aw.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I thank y'all, man, every man that's on the panel, you know, thank y'all for y'all uniqueness.
Absolutely.
Y'all, you
Man,
know,
don't say something after I say something, man.
Let him not go to the next question.
Curtains down.
being who y'all are, you know, whether y'all appreciate it or not. I thank y'all. So that's one of the things that I learned is about just being unique.
Right.
You know, and so that's what I like about being on the panel. That you can just be who you are, you know, and you
Very
can
much
express,
so.
you know, you can express yourself, and you know, and I love to be able to allow women to hear it as well. So,
And this also has been like I think you touched on it, networking.
Yes.
Networking for a lot of
Yes.
people that come in the audience, and not
Yeah.
just for us, but you know, people
Yes.
come and they say, you know, I met this person, that person,
Mhm.
you know, great services. It's a lot that goes into the platform and stuff.
Right.
You know, Amber, I did have a question for you. From your standpoint, we talked about how we responded to the solicitation. I am curious, that first month in February, how many entries did you get, and how did you narrow it down to the 13 men?
At first, I was just like, it was open to whether you married, single, dating. I just
Poly.
put it out there, and then I got so many. You said what?
I said, or poly. I didn't know. How did you feel?
Yes, sir.
It was open.
It was open. It was open. I wasn't discriminating. I was like, you want to come? You got a voice. You know, no sisterhood is no judgment.
We're not
So-
gonna do that. No, we're not gonna stop.
Nah,
No, we're not just gonna run through that over me.
They glossing over it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna gloss over
Did they?
that.
They ain't never just had a gloss.
Yeah,
You heard what that
Are you
brother
gonna let me
said?
finish the question, though?
Polyamory.
Are you gonna
heard
let
what that brother
Yeah,
said?
yeah, we
People
gonna-
can love how they want to love.
Hey,
Okay,
it's
all
no
right.
judgment.
There we go. There we go.
So let me.
Okay, go ahead.
Mind your business.
Okay, go ahead. Well, we heard that we missed.
We definitely,
Yeah, okay,
definitely
go
did.
ahead. And action.
Which baby you want me to say? Stop lying.
There we go. There we go.
No, but that's a great question. To answer your question, we really didn't see past this one time, like in
Okay.
February. So when we put it out there, it was so many people like, can I be a part of it? I want to come.
Oh, so you got a lot.
It was a lot. And so I was just like, come out. And then whoever, they did best one win. So that's why the 13th, I forgot about him. He decided to actually leave, because he was like, y'all got plenty of men up there. And I don't think that, it'll be a good fit for me to get up there. I'll come back next time. And so we didn't really start like vetting or really reaching out to men until we started people started asking us, when is the next one? When is the next one?
Okay.
Then we was like, okay, well, maybe we're on to something. There's a lot of people that like the platform, they like how it's set up. And so I was like, okay, well, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's see, let's reach out to the men, and whoever respond, and we'll, kind of gauge from there. And it's been like that ever since. And then y'all stuck with us.
Right.
Absolutely.
Every time, I said, hey, we got it on this date. And I was like, yep, pencil me in, keep me in. So
Right.
it's been like
Absolutely,
that.
Absolutely. Sticking with you like collard greens in the teeth.
So the first one was just like,
the
the first one was just like, come on, y'all, come on. We want to hear y'all voice. We didn't know if y'all, some people, when they see a platform hosted with women, and it's like, they want to think that it's messy or is this and that. So we was just like, come, we didn't want to.
I got a question as well. How do the women receive it? Have y'all had any feedback from the women? If it connects, and be raw with us.
Specifically about his.
No, not me.
I'm the only one that saw the
actually-
face. I saw the face. I saw the face.
Well,
Talk to
How
us.
does it
Talk
connect?
to us.
we have mixed reviews.
Right. It's mixed.
Yes.
Give the mixture.
And
Give the
include
mixture.
ours.
Y'all give us
Give-
the raw
give the
so we
mixture.
can see, so we can see,
The raw truth is that this platform is needed because of the misconceptions
Right.
and the
Assumptions.
stereotypes,
Stereotypes.
lack of knowledge,
Right.
backgrounds with men. A lot of women, some women, I won't say a lot, some women come from backgrounds where their exposure to men has been very traumatic.
Mhm.
And so they don't really understand how this platform helps, but they show up in hopes that it will help.
Right.
And so we have some that say, I'm gonna go just see what it's about, even though I don't like men, they get on my nerves, and they yeah. You said raw, and
Yeah, I want it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us get it. We want it.
so they really want to understand how can they improve relationship, not just with their companion, but with their fathers or with their mentors, just having the overall better understanding of men. So
Right.
we have mixed, some like, yeah, I like it. I like men talk. It helps me, in my relationship. It helps me with my father. So it's very mixed. Yeah. Can you add
What
to
you say,
that?
Tori? Yeah.
Oh, well. So, and I ain't saying y'all, but we done had several. No, I'm not. I'm really not. We've had several different men to come to the platform, and what I can say about this group of men, they're pretty transparent. They talk about their real life experiences. They're pretty honest, but a lot of the women and some of the women were saying how people come up and they kind of campaign, or they just say what they think the public want to hear.
Right.
But I don't think that we have that issue here. But it's just a mixed reviews. The people that fit good, y'all fit good. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that each one represents a different type of man that you might come across.
Right.
Mitch is different from Malcolm. Malcolm is different from Derek. Derek is different from Brandon.
Right.
But you might go to work, the store, church, wherever, and you might meet somebody just like them. So their mindset, the way they think, the way they process things, their experience, they can take that and apply that to everyday life. And I think that's why it's special. And it's also special because this is not a platform where we sit here and challenge the men and what they say.
Right.
We don't debate with them. We might give our opinions and feedback, but we let them say their truth and let them be themselves and be unique, like Derek said. So I think what?
I got a question.
I mean, yes.
I know we done talked about it before, but since we're doing a reflection,
Okay.
Yeah. and we talk about the white Lexus.
Okay.
You know, I want to know, how did that come about, the white Lexus? And what was that about?
Wait, what-
Oh.
What
Yeah,
white Lexus
yeah.
about?
I was there for
Okay.
the introduction of the white Lexus.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
let's talk about it.
Yeah, how did y'all
Yeah.
get hooked? Y'all,
Yeah.
so nobody knew each other prior to.
No,
No.
no.
No, it was all the fresh start for everybody.
Oh, okay.
No, so the white Lexus is a principle I teach in my business with clients. It can be applicable to business and also when you're trying in personal. So when I'm walking with for my men clients that are looking for the ideal relationship, it's about writing down and being very thorough and specific about what you want.
Right.
And I use the white Lexus as a metaphor. So if you wanted a white Lexus, you studied it, you know the year, make, model, interior, trim of the tires, everything that you wanted about it. And what usually happens after you do that much research on something, as far as a car, you start noticing it more on the road. Well, that's because our brains are not designed to overwork itself. But when you dedicate that much time to something, you're going to start noticing that thing. It's not because they all of a sudden start popping up. It's just you're starting to notice it more. And then with the white Lexus, you then can notice the difference between just a white car, but the white Lexus that you're looking for. And so you apply that to relationships. A lot of times you may see a vehicle, so to speak, or a person that resembles somewhat what you're looking for. But upon closer review, you realize that's actually not the category of person I was looking for. So sometimes a healthy version is, from a further distance based on how it's shape and the way it's driving, that's not the white Lexus I'm looking for. And you want to hope that you don't wait until it's gotten so close to you to realize, oh wait, that's not a white Lexus. That's actually a white Kia, or it's a Honda. And the idea is being able to speak about what you want thoroughly and being able to notice it quicker in relationships.
Good stuff, man. I like it.
And so we started
joining the white Lexus.
Yeah, so
crew?
we started an LLC to get. No, I'm just kidding.
now y'all see why I follow him. Now y'all see why I'm like, oh yeah, I can use that in business.
I like the concept, because in theory you do. When you know, any car that I ever bought, you start seeing it more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You start acknowledging it more. So, I've been dealing with beautiful women all my life.
See, it's hard not to notice them.
Yeah, so when you see beautiful women, no, I'll just mess with you. But yeah, let's go to the next.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a metaphor about being overall intentional about what you
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Shout out to our online. Let's tune in. Tarina Harris, thank you. She said, "Love this. We appreciate you."
Yeah, and also I think because of the seriousness of what we've been able to talk, I think it's been inspirational to people that may not have been there or they watched it later. And I think that the things that's been shared may have solved some questions for people in their own relationships. So I think in this 11 months, Mitch may be in the inspirational things that's been shared from the stage. It may have been responsible for helping create some conceptions during this 11 months.
Real talk though. If you think about it though, everybody did end up coming up with their actually own type of platinum word. Yours is Stop Lying. Y'all is a white Lexus. Mine was social cultural forces.
Absolutely.
Social cultural forces. So it's like we all came up in this process. We all did come up with a signature line that we use, and we all get it. It's funny as hell every time we use it, because we understand the concept of what we was doing, why we doing it, and we all know why we laugh at mine, because the old school. But we get it though. Yeah, we did. He was not having. He was the only one out of all people. He was that disciplined at birth. He didn't get influenced by nothing. He drink this bottle. I'm not influenced by this bottle. I'm not drinking this bottle. Like I was like,
y'all probably got push for. We done took y'all all over.
You did.
You want to switch seats with me there so you can host? Nah, just playing. I'm playing.
Oh, y'all got the red. Y'all do got the red.
We said reflections, and he just ran with it.
Look, I'm answering all the questions.
So yeah, y'all do got the red matching right now.
keeping it real,
Yeah.
y'all get nervous and stuff. So
Hey, let me use your words on you. Stop lying.
There you go. There we
So
go.
it looks like Miss Nick just popped in the chat. Hi,
Hey,
Miss
family. Hey,
Nick.
Miss
Hey,
Nick.
Nick.
How you doing?
She's
Yeah, that's right
family.
Fellow
He said
board
that's
member.
baby. Hey,
Give him a
Miss
shout out
Nick.
live.
That's one of our
Nick,
board
you heard
members,
me?
Miss Nick.
One of my board members,
Nick,
Miss
Nick.
Nick. You hear Mitch? He said that's Bay right there.
He just playing. We love Miss Nick.
Those-
Thank
those two
you.
questions I done threw you off.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, a little bit. So, but no, we're gonna go to the next questions, and we love this because it's real, and this is how we are.
Right.
You know. So I want to talk about kind of self-reflection. I know the different men is different things that I've noticed about them, and one thing that I noticed about Brandon is he always comes back to and reflects on men taking accountability.
Mhm.
And that's a big thing. And I just want to ask, far as mental goes, how is it contributed to personal growth within you guys through the time that y'all been on the platform? Because we know it impacts others, but personally, doing some self-reflection, how has it impacted you? Malcolm. He got that look.
I mean, since we made all the eye contact, yeah. No, I mean, it's been an interesting journey. I'm not gonna lie to you, because like every time I get off the stage, I'm like, I could have said this, like that would be good. But no, like it's definitely helped me to be a lot more clear headed and a lot more focused, and to realize that your words have impact.
True.
Like you never know who's listening to you, so you need to do your best to know what it is you're talking about when you say stuff. Because they will hear it and they will talk about you. So, but no, it's definitely helped sharpen me as a person.
If you're looking at me, you already said I took control.
Talk to that man.
I'll talk to him. All right. I would say for me, I'm a little older than these guys, I think. I don't know for sure.
Something like
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had already come into a place of embracing my uniqueness. So I embrace who I am. So whether the guys like me, they don't like me, they embrace me, y'all embrace me. It has an impact, but it doesn't have much of an impact because I already have been through and experienced life to a certain extent. So for me, I was excited because I'm able to give back. And so, so with me, I was like, on the serious side, I was like, I can get back some of the wisdom. I've been doing this for 30 years. I ain't worked for nobody in 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I deserve to have a platform to speak.
Boss shit.
Yeah,
Good
really.
talk.
He deserved.
No,
That's real, though.
I don't know if it's me and talk. We heard what he
I
said.
done been through the
Third co-host.
so I ain't tripping like that. So
Yeah.
when I do it, but I still can learn. Like I'm not somebody that I can't learn from. I don't learn from all these guys.
Right.
So I'm gonna leave for and we're talking about I'm trying to take over the platform.
Yeah. So to that point, it's been 11 months. So one of the things that I believe in personally for myself is, as a man, if after every 9 months, you're not becoming more self-aware of your own weaknesses and your strengths, you're lying to yourself, specifically about the weaknesses. And so naturally, I've been on that journey of just professional development. So within that 9-10 months, though I've been on the platform, I'm constantly reflective. And so I've learned a lot about myself. And then I've been able to confirm some things. Some things are good aha moments, like new insight. But then sometimes you need to be able to say things out loud amongst each other and then hear the feedback and they affirm it. It's like, oh, it's good to know that other people resonate with that. So that's one thing I can appreciate, is that the things that I share and I talk about in different settings, it was good to see that it was received, and building friendships, which is always great. I mean, I always look forward to being able to learn from other people and different skill sets. I say also every man that I come in contact with has infinite value and utility. It's just waiting to be unlocked. So I've enjoyed being able to meet some great men, and I've said it on the last platform. These are the three men, because we spent so much time together. I feel comfortable in whatever is being said, because I can understand from the intent and the heart of where they're coming from, because we spent so much time together. So I'm grateful for that.
Okay. Shout out to Lana. How
Hey,
you doing? Hey,
Lana.
family. She said, "Embrace your uniqueness. Love it." Okay.
That's right.
Hey,
that's right.
Lana.
That was cute. Okay.
We gotta let bitch answer.
Oh, who that Mitch?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question for the people in here?
You don't want to hear it.
Oh, my bad.
No,
Anyway.
self-reflection.
Exposed.
Personal growth.
Exposed.
Put me on
You're
front
not
page,
safe.
don't
You're
be
not
live.
safe.
Oh my God. Anyways, yeah. But more to elaborate on what Brandon said, man, it was pretty much, you know what I'm saying, just like I think we all had a little growth spurts, because it was more of how I presented myself. You know, so I'm more of the raw and cut type of guy. And I've learned to filter a few things, because it's not that I care about people's feelings when the truth is being told, and I understand that the delivery makes a difference. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and y'all like mother hens, y'all be on me like, don't this, no. And
We gave you plenty of passes, Mitch.
I'm gonna push the needle. I'm gonna push the needle a little bit. I'm gonna push it.
You got a lot of passes.
Yeah, I did. Y'all did. I ain't gonna lie, y'all did. You feel me? Like I was like, oh my God. So yeah. But sometimes when you just in the moment, you're in the moment. But all in all, man, it's like-minded people, man. It's like a blessing, because it makes you it's like he says, make you feel like you really on the right path. It's like it's a lot more people out here, like, because they don't pump us in the social media. They don't pump people like us. They don't pump people that stand behind each other. They don't pump people that call the other brother like, hey man, I got some money for you. Let's get this money. They don't pump that for us. They pump us as being separated. We fight all the time. We disagree all the time. And it's a whole nother culture of us that does probably more than what they post. But it's a whole culture of us who are actually figuring it out and changing the game. Because and this is how I know. And this just to go back. I just saw some recently, because my brother's district attorney, the prison systems are starting to sue the states. Why? Because they're not incarcerating people at the rate that they want them to, so that they can keep the prison system going. That shows that Black men are figuring it out. You see what I'm saying? That means you're stopping the stupidity and you're changing the dynamic. And now they got to sue a whole city just to tell them to lock you up, because you're not committing the crimes and the laws that once affected us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's just showing growth, period, as us as people and Black men. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why I pointed it out, but I was just
Social cultural force.
social cultural force. You know what I'm saying?
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. And stay tuned. We'll see y'all in a second.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Oh, we got a question.
We got a question.
We got a question before we go on commercial break. Tootie Wright, good evening. I had a question for Brandon. When you say every 9 months, shouldn't growth be an everything reflection?
I'm assuming that every day.
Shouldn't growth be an
Every day, okay,
everyday
I'm
reflection?
assuming.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
she said every day. Yeah, the
Yeah,
second one- the
everyday
second one-
reflection.
Yeah, the second one she said everyday reflection.
You were saying like 9 months, but she said, shouldn't it be?
It should be
Every day.
Every day.
Yes, it's both.
Mhm.
It's both. And I'm referring to specifically some stuff in my course. So I have a men's high level grooming and self-care course. And so I track accountability. And I say that also because I don't do New Year's resolutions. I don't wait until the new year. And so you do both. You should be reflecting every day. But if you said, hey, by, June 29th, June 28th, 2026 at 5 p.m., I'm going to review and see how much I have grown and how much more self-aware, and just take inventory that day. But you don't need to wait. You shouldn't wait until that day, the end of 9 months. You should do both. but most men or most people in general don't have accountability timeframes to do an internal assessment. And so it's a way to create structure around it. Hopefully that answers the question.
I like that.
Thank you, Tootie,
Accountability
for
time.
tuning in with us. So we're going to go on a quick commercial break, 4 minutes. So go grab you some wine, some Crown, popcorn, and come back and vibe with us some more for our Men Talk Part 11 Reflections Edition. Thank y'all.
Hi, it's Justina here, better known as Breakthrough with Jay, and I have something that I created that I really truly feel is going to help so many people. Anxiety doesn't have to run your life anymore. Inside this journal, you won't just find prompts. You'll find clarity, tools to help you breathe again, a space to understand your thoughts, not fear them, reflections from someone who's been there and made it out stronger. It's not just about managing anxiety. It's about finding you again. Ready to take your peace back? The 60-Day Anxiety Guidance Journal is now available.
Am I the only one that didn't know how transformative sound can be? Why are there not more people talking about how crucial audio quality is for any space? I remember the day I walked into a church, filled with hope and expectation, only to be met with echoes and muffled sounds. The pastor's voice struggled to reach the back rows and the congregation was lost in a sea of confusion. That's when it hit me. Sound is the soul of any gathering place. Every club, school, and hotel deserves clarity and connection. Yet so many buildings suffer from poor audio-visual integration. With DS Sounds, we ensure high-quality equipment is installed seamlessly before the walls even go up. We save you time and money so you can focus on what truly matters, creating a space where voices are heard and spirits are lifted. Let's transform your venue into a masterpiece of sound together. Because when sound is right, everything else falls into place.
Hi, it's Justina here, better known as Breakthrough with Jay, and I have something that I created that I really truly feel is going to help so many people. Anxiety doesn't have to run your life anymore. Inside this journal, you won't just find prompts. You'll find clarity, tools to help you breathe again, a space to understand your thoughts, not fear them, reflections from someone who's been there and made it out stronger. It's not just about managing anxiety. It's about finding you again. Ready to take your peace back? The 60-Day Anxiety Guidance Journal is now available.
Am I the only one that didn't know how transformative sound can be? Why are there not more people talking about how crucial audio quality is for any space? I remember the day I walked into a church, filled with hope and expectation, only to be met with echoes and muffled sounds. The pastor's voice struggled to reach the back rows and the congregation was lost in a sea of confusion. That's when it hit me. Sound is the soul of any gathering place. Every club, school, and hotel deserves clarity and connection. Yet so many buildings suffer from poor audio-visual integration. With DS Sounds, we ensure high-quality equipment is installed seamlessly before the walls even go up. We save you time and money so you can focus on what truly matters, creating a space where voices are heard and spirits are lifted. Let's transform your venue into a masterpiece of sound together. Because when sound is right, everything else falls into place.
Hi, it's Justina here, better known as Breakthrough with Jay, and I have something that I created that I really truly feel is going to help so many people. Anxiety doesn't have to run your life anymore. Inside this journal, you won't just find prompts. You'll find clarity, tools to help you breathe again, a space to understand your thoughts, not fear them, reflections from someone who's been there and made it out stronger. It's not just about managing anxiety. It's about finding you again. Ready to take your peace back? The 60-Day Anxiety Guidance Journal is now available.
Hello, and welcome back. We had a short break, and during the commercial, we had Justina Jennings.
Yes, our lovely friend.
She's one of our favorites of the Sisterhood Foundation. She has Breakthrough with Jay, her anxiety journal, and we want to shout her out because we love her and she's such a big supporter.
Yes.
And we're going to shout her out every time.
Every time.
Every
Justina.
time. So we're back, and we talked about a lot in the first section, but Now we're gonna get even deeper into the reflection of the year.
Okay. And so we're going to allow the gentleman to really dig deep, and we have some panelists that have kind of rotated out and been on the platform more than once, and some of them were referred by you all. And so, Derek, can you tell us about the gentleman that you referred and how that came about, and why you thought that he would be a great addition to the Men Talk platform?
Well, he's very known in the community, upright brother. So if he sees somebody in need, he's gonna want to supply that need. You know, he definitely went through some things. He always say he's a giver. You know, and so sometimes you go through some tragedy in life where you need people to give to you. And so even in that, he still remained humble. He still remained strong. And I was like, you know, who can I bring to Men Talk that would add an addition to Men Talk? You know, somebody I done kicked it with. I said, man, hold on. Let me call my boy Antonio Twin Harris.
I know that's right.
Let me talk to my boy Twin. You know what I'm saying? So when I called Twin, you know, of course, when we call each other, we got a different code. A lot of people deal with other codes. We just say win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When he called, hey, I need you to win. It ain't no if. It ain't no all that. You know what I'm saying? When you need me there. So he was like, hey, there, and I knew that he would add to it. So my boy Antonio Twin Harris came, man, and shout out to Red Bull. You know, he's Blue Bull. Shout out to Red Bull. But hey, Antonio Twin Harris, man, tell him about yourself, man.
Well, of course, like D said, hey man, we just have a camaraderie that that's wholesome in all aspects. You know, someone that you can lean on, tug on, push, pull, or whatever. And so when he told me about sister, you guys, I mean, I was like 110% behind his vision and what he want to do. And of course, knowing that you guys doing what you do, of course, we support all that we can, because we know that it takes, first of all, some inspiration. Inspiration means something inside of you that wanted you guys to do such a platform. And I want to commend you giving men a voice, even in sisterhood, because we know that the women always had a little powwow, right? And the most important thing in the world is understanding, and you guys have reached out to us to get an understanding about what relationships are about, which is most important in the world, because without relationships, man, it won't be no more babies, right? Without no more babies, won't be no more world. So thank you guys for doing that. But of course, I'm Antonio Twin Harris. I'm a man of many resources. I'm wise beyond my years, and maybe as handsome as a man, you know what I'm saying, twice my junior. Yeah, young bucks to run for their money. I believe, again, this platform is very important. Like he was speaking, even during my time of bereavement, I couldn't allow myself not to miss the opportunity to continue sharing who I am with the world, because that's what it's about. It's about us giving our resources, about giving our gifts, our talents to each and one another, because they're not for us. You know what I'm saying? They are for us to give away. And again, hey, I am excited always to be amongst such a great group of individuals. I learned from each and every last one of you, and I want to continue doing so.
And I want to really shout out and highlight you. During your time of bereavement, you remained humble, and you just came and it was like you showed up, and you were very a burst of energy. Even through what you were going through, you lit up the stage and had the audience engaged, and it was very refreshing and rewarding to have you a part. And then when I came to what was that? Chef's Corner, and when we were talking, and one thing that stood out about you is you said that you you've gave so much to the community, and to see so many people pour back into you, it was what kept you going, what kept you staying and showing up. You know, you was like, I have to show up. So many people are showing up for me, and I was so impressed and admired, and I admired you for that, because that takes a lot, you
Right.
know, and I just applaud you, and we celebrate you, and we welcome you back time and time again. So
All right.
thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you guys.
Yes, his resilience is very admirable,
Yes.
and I always, because I knew Twin them before he got on the platform. I always say that him and his brother, they have such a beautiful spirit
Yes.
where they want to make everyone smile, make sure everybody feeling good, and just just make everyone happy. So we would kind of want to talk to you, Twin, about how were you able, or what was your, how did you navigate that time to still be able to show up as your best self and pour into other people when you were dealing with things in your personal life?
Well, like I say, you know, I tell people all the time, I've been sharing, you know what I'm saying, not just all my life, even before I was born, right? As being a twin in the womb.
Right.
But when we realize that it's not ours to keep, it's ours to give, life become completely different. And during that time, and of course we're speaking about the murder of my daughter. During that time, I realized what I've been doing all this time has helped others. And again, I would be remiss not to continue doing what I do. Of course, it's excruciating. I was explaining to someone what excruciating means. Excruciating is the X. X means the unknown hurt that one goes through. Of course, at that time, I was still in the unbelievable stage of the happenings or the situation. But again, even with that, we got to press on. We know and understand, hey man, death is more a part of life than life itself. And because it takes something to die in order for life to become what it is in the first place. So again, with that being said, it's again, man, I'm for those who have to continue doing this journey we call life. And so I gotta press on and continue doing and continue pouring into those where it makes the greatest difference. And that's those who need it at that time. And that's us. That's us.
You did a tremendous job.
Great job.
Great job.
Nice.
My hat goes off to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Salute. Salute.
You're a soldier.
Yeah.
My soul.
And so we have another, not really guest, because he's been on more than once.
He was on the first one.
He was on the very first panel,
Been on about
and
5.
he been on more after that. And without further ado, let's bring on Mr. Waferly Ward.
Can I say something before he go?
Yes, you should.
About that
I have
turtleneck.
to admit, Wayford is very dapper today.
Hey,
About that
don't-
turtleneck.
Very. Love his outfit.
I wanted
Shout out to
mention
the
that.
brother Nick Willis. out there
Okay,
at Joseph A. Bank.
Nick.
You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to mention that though. I wanted to mention that though. Like your evolution from the moment the first day you came, you had polo on. To what you look like now, my brother.
Well, there's reasons for that.
Wait, before you go, before you
the
start,
dapper.
I want to highlight. This is for you, Twin. Miss Nick said, "My continued support and condolences, Twin."
Oh, thank you so much. I want to say to each and to the world, it takes this type of giving for us to understand that we are givers. And because I say that because I've always been on the giving side of things, of course, being part of Mothers of Murdered Angels with Melinda Hamilton, being, you know what I'm saying, vice president of the Echo High Stop 6 Environmental Coalition, city council, all different organizations. And I see where the organizations find themselves doing certain things. And by me being there and the situation turn around and on me, and to ride the wave of givers, supporters, people who have genuine interest in who you are and what you do. Man, it makes a big difference. I was asked, I asked Ricky Smiley, who lost his child, when is it time for someone to approach you? And he said, there is no time. The minute that you find out about it. For we don't know how cold the water is until we put our toe in it. And so again, always approach, even in during times of bereavement, that there's no set time. You know how it feels or what to do once you engage, right? Whether to press the issue or continue or not. But again, I just want to thank people and continue doing that. I say all the time, if you do anything in this world, do it for somebody.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Twin.
Mm-hmm.
Now we was talking about how sharp Wayford is, and I can tell you personally that he has a wide wardrobe and he's a very strategic man. So this choice is one of many that he has, but I know he's gonna break that down for us.
I appreciate that.
And one thing about Wayford, man, and he's one of the most humble people I've ever met.
Yes.
Like,
Agreed.
Yes.
it don't matter if you give Wayford a number 2 pencil. He gonna make sure you get your
Yes,
credit
sir.
score.
Yes, sir.
You could
I
ask
appreciate
Dory,
that.
like, look,
Right.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
That's real tough. Real tough.
Absolutely.
I appreciate the love. About the wardrobe. The first time I come into Polo, because I didn't know what type of environment I was going to be in. Generally, the judge a book by its cover is a real thing. Yes. I'm one of those individuals. I don't like to portray something that I used to be. However, I come from that path. Once I got up out of that, I learned that appearance is a big thing. And so I generally try to give people comfort and show that I'm here in peace. You know what I'm saying? So the polo and all of that was just to kind of be in the environment to see who I was around. I didn't know if I was going to be among suits or thugs.
Yeah.
So that polo is like right there in the middle.
First off, polo is not a bad choice on
Right.
no level.
But I'm
Let's
just saying
keep
it's
that-
universal.
let's keep that-
I was
yeah.
right there. But being around y'all for the first time, I see, okay, I'm around some men,
Right.
some businessmen. So then I had to say, okay, well, let me step my game up and start pulling out some of these suits for the occasion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole wardrobe thing.
Absolutely. And you've been on how many times? You've been on at least.
Honestly, so I'm an original panelist. I may have missed 2 or 3, but who's counting, right? I haven't been there with the veterans, so y'all are a tier above me, and then I'm right above the new guys. But I've been here for the ride, and I just want to say I appreciate y'all for inviting me every time. I think the main reason why I'm coming out here is 2 parts. So I've been a business owner for 10 years myself. I've had a few part-time jobs, probably about 5, 6 years ago. But anyway, the thing about me, I need to start reaching out more online to the people, getting out, shaking hands, because I'm done all the physical labor. I need to start hiring people and step out of the physical world and just get into using my brain to make the money. But knowing what I know, to get people to support you, you have to put out and give that same support. So I jumped online, which I don't do. Social media is not really my thing, but I said, you know what? If I want these people to rock with me, let me rock with them. Get on 817. Shout out to 817.
Shout out to 817.
And literally a week or 2 on there, that's when Amber sent out that if anybody wanted to join the panel. Once I hooked up with y'all brothers and seen that I'm amongst the outliers, what I consider the outliers are the individuals who aren't just talking. Y'all actually want to do something and bring something to the table, not just talking. You guys are actually supporting the sisterhood. Y'all are actually putting in time, which is, I think, the biggest asset to life. Time management, where you spend your time and who you spend your time with is like one of the most important things you can focus on. me personally, I want to be around people who are not just movers and shakers. You know what I'm saying? They actually putting in work, getting stuff done. And so that's why I'm here.
Thank you.
Love it, love it. Salute,
Mhm.
salute.
Sir. Yes, sir. Drink to that toast.
Yes, sir.
But when you first, when you
Got some-
when you first
Comments
came
there.
onto the platform, did you see it, foresee it going past
No,
that
I did
first
not.
one?
And that's what made me want to continue to push, because the thing is, listen, I'm gonna tell you, one of the hardest things to do, in my opinion, is to get people to consistently show up to do anything,
Right.
Facts.
especially our people.
Real
And
talk.
so we need those leaders to push and pull the individuals who may want to, but they not sure. And you guys set up the platform, and then you have people like Derek and Brandon and Malcolm and Mitch that came in and put in that extra work to, you know, build the foundation. And so me personally, I just want to be on the side of history to say I was there to support, not just be a part. You know what I'm saying? So I typically, each one of the panels, I try to find any of the businesses, the vendors and all of that, and give my support, you know what I'm saying, where I could.
And people gonna do what they want to do. Like we gonna consistently, we creatures of habit.
Right,
Yeah.
So we're gonna automatically do something.
right,
You know, so my thing is anytime I'm in business or I'm in anything, it's to make it worthwhile for you.
right.
Mhm.
So if it's a turnkey, it automatic. If I can make money for you, you're gonna come back.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know,
sir.
you're gonna automatically, you're gonna feel obligated.
Yeah.
So
He,
it's
he
not
definitely
about,
bought the money.
Yeah,
Kudos.
so
that nigga
it's-
made me some money. Kudos.
supportive as
Right.
well, but when we say we don't know how to support, I think that is part of the myth altogether. If we debunk the myth
Right,
that we don't know how, because man,
Right.
we spending money every day,
right.
from toilet tissue to drinks to
Yeah.
hats to we spending money regardless. It's who we gonna spend our money with.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if you find somebody spending your money and make it make sense.
To that point, though, not to say you're wrong, it's not a myth, but in my experience, a lot of our representation is not good. But because I'm a good part of the representation, I don't give up on us. So I'm weeding through the bad to find the good brothers that do good
like that.
business. And I can tell y'all, since I met y'all on my journey, I've ran into a lot of brothers I wouldn't recommend that y'all spend any money with them. But at the
Mm.
same time, I've made money with this brother. I've done business with this brother. I still plan on doing business with you. I plan on doing business with you guys. But as y'all know, I have 5 businesses and I'm spread so thin. I'm going where the money
Right.
at the time,
Yeah.
but it's all coming to play.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And-
And once we start,
Oh, but with that being said, he said he's weeding through. Now that's a double entendre because he has a business, the weed wrangler. So that I just want to,
Yes,
he is
sir.
good at weeding through.
Yes, sir.
Professionally.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So in doing the business though, like that, you know, you have to make sure, like, you know, and because we are vetting, you know, and going through each business, it's about knowing who's going to bring you the productivity
Right.
and what you do,
Yes, sir.
you know, and as long as we as men, and even in the Bible it says in business, be men.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
when
sir.
you representing business, just if I do something that ain't right, pull my coattail.
Right.
Me and Twin like that. Twin will come talk to him, be like, hey man, you can do this better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He'll come pull me and be like, hey,
Yeah.
no, that wasn't like I don't care if I've been doing it 30 years or not. I don't care what experience I had. I never forget real quick. I know.
Yeah.
I never forget.
Go
A
ahead,
guy
go ahead.
came to me, he was like, I want to bark on my track. I said, bark on your track?
Like a roof.
Yeah, he said, "I want to bark on my track. I said, man, you ain't gonna get nowhere.
Get him out of
barking."
Right. You ain't DMX.
He what he did.
Get him out of here. Call him.
Big dog or little dog?
But I said, look, go on, do your thing. Next
Yeah.
thing I know, I heard him on the radio. Whoop, whoop. I'm like, but I had to embrace what you see what I'm saying. I had to learn that I can learn something from him. I don't care how long we've been in the business. You got to stay
I see
humble
that.
enough to be able to learn something.
You
and
always
take-
gotta stay teachable.
Yeah, teach.
You're not saying you met teenage DMX. Are you?
Well, I was just about to say, because other than DMX, I ain't heard nobody pull that dog off. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough one.
Yeah, we had
Pre-puberty.
song called Dog and Them Seeds. They're about twins, man.
Check it out.
We had them dogs barking.
Yeah, them dogs.
Oh yeah, man.
You don't know where they heads, but that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
we don't
Because they, you know, they're a little younger.
Yeah, yeah, they don't know
That's
nothing
great.
about
That's-
that.
that's great. Listen, before they take, we're taking over, they show, you know, men.
It does say men.
I see it on their
It does say men at the top. That's all I'm saying. But it's they show.
Go ahead.
Amber and her bun finna get you right up.
Yeah, she just pulled up the question. Like,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We talking now. What do you mean? Nothing. We talking now.
So we've noticed how the men, they are so influential and they've taken a certain level of responsibility, because I think the men are more intentional from the beginning to now on what they
agree.
say and how they say. But we also want to touch on some of the other men who are contributors and who have been impactful on this platform that unfortunately weren't able to make it. So one of the people that we're going to talk about is someone that Brandon referred, which is Nicholas Willis. He Big Nick, that's our friend, and he's been
Make
on
sure to
several.
enunciate that N for the viewers. Please add emphasis on the N.
Yeah. No
Wait a
diddy.
minute.
No diddy.
Fire, get him out of here.
So
Just Mr. Willis.
Nicholas Willis. Okay, we gonna put it like that. So Brandon, he referred him, and I feel like for me, one of our most impactful men talks was our last live stream, which was the intrinsic versus instrumental value. And Brandon, if you could just speak about Nick and why you thought he would be a good contributor to the Men Talk platform.
So Nick is a personal friend of mine and a client. You know, when you start to the point that Derek and Twin is talking about, you start building relationships. There's multiple levels to it. You aren't just client and to each other, your friend and strategic partner. There's so many levels to it, and so that's what it is for me and Nick. Throughout my journey, as I was having some personal transitions in my life, and different times in my life that were difficult, Nick was a great friend to me, and we pretty much talked almost every day. And so I came to understand how he thinks about life and business and relationships. And we get to the point where we almost can finish each other's thought. We understand how we think about certain things. I already know if he ever asked me a question, I'm like, bro, I already know why you're asking me that. So it's just that level of chemistry. And so I had always been wanting him to come since the first one. It was just a matter of logistics. And I've invited others to the platform as well. Some have been able to come or just attend. And so when he came, I already knew he was going to, be authentically himself. He was going to definitely want to talk about transparency, and he's going to read the room. And because I do the same thing. And so I was just grateful that he was able to make it out. He was coming way out from up north in Princeton. And so for him to come from that distance, I think they still use rotary phones out there. And so I'm glad that he was able to make it out.
Shout out to Nick. Definitely shout out.
We love Nick. We love Nick. And another person we want to highlight is Emmanuel.
Yes.
Emmanuel. And Amber, he has a kind of unique story on how he got on to Men Talk. You want to talk about that?
I want you to tell it.
I know the story too.
You want to talk about it?
I mean, unless it's something extra juicy.
No.
I want the juice.
It ain't no.
We want the juice.
No big Nick kind of story.
What is it?
So I did talk with Emmanuel, and as far as I know, you can add to it or take away what you heard. Is his woman that he's with? They were researching on Eventbrite.
The beautiful Miss Tiffany.
Yeah, Miss Tiffany.
Man.
They were just researching. They trying to get involved and engaged. She's from Cali, and they were looking on Eventbrite and came across the Eventbrite event, and she recommended that they come out, and he showed up just to attend.
Right.
Showed up to attend, and there was an extra chair that was still pretty, pre-warmed. And he was willing to come to attend, but when he saw the opportunity, he, as a good leader would do, he inquired it, if he could participate, and he got on stage. It almost seemed as if he was already
Plan
expected to be there.
Yes, I
Right.
agree.
So
I agree.
that lets
Yes.
me know he was the kind of guy that he lives the principles that he speaks on, and he spoke very intelligently and flowed in very well. And it was just good to see that from that moment.
Yeah, because he was very excited when he came. He was like, you mind? I want to be on the panel. I was like, yeah. He just fit right on in.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to Tiffany and Emmanuel.
We love them. They were traveling for the holidays and he wanted to be here, but he wasn't able to make it. But we wanted to acknowledge Emmanuel and Miss Tiffany because they're great supporters of the Sisterhood Foundation and Men Talk as well. Another person we want to highlight, well, two other people that weren't able to make it. They're some of our newer panelists, which was someone referred by me, one of my good friends, Brian Goodspeed. He had some
Brian.
yes, he had
Sir.
some things going on where he was able to make it. But Brian, he just always tells me about how he wants to pour into it, how he loves how all the men were so welcoming, the brotherhood, the accountability. And just one thing that I noticed about him when he came on to Men Talk Part 9, his words were very impactful and they resonated with people in the audience because it is about real life experiences and real life, just the things that you go through. Is a testimony to other people.
Right.
So we want to highlight him. He wasn't able to make it, but he was supposed to attend. And another gentleman who came on to Men Talk Part 10, which was also referred. Brandon be referring to everybody.
Because he came
He
just
know
to
good people.
right.
Yeah,
he came
he
just
in
to
the right
attend,
area.
and then in
Seneca.
Oh yeah. Look,
because when I asked him, I said, he said, yeah, I was referred by Brandon. And I was like, okay. He was like, I'm definitely interested in being on the
Yeah.
platform. And so I said, okay, well, we'll have some openings on Part 9. And he was like, okay, yeah, count me in. So you refer everybody.
yeah, I'm and you guys know from the private, which shout out to Amber and Toya for being behind the scenes, the invisible work that you guys might not know about.
Thank you.
But they did a lot of things to create connectivity and structure. And so we would get announcements. We had debriefing meetings about, hey, the new plans, the new date. And I would jump in there. It didn't matter if he was new or you've been here.
Right.
You know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, hey, let's promote. And I'm throwing out a number because I
Right.
want to create accountability. And so I always was inviting people to attend. I'm very intentional about that. And so and I would count too. I look in the audience and see how many people that I invited that said they were coming, how many showed up. And so Seneca, I met him at a different men's networking group. I think maybe earlier this year, and we hit it off pretty well. Just stayed in touch, and he attended at least 2 or 3 events of the Men
Right.
Talk,
Mhm.
just off the strength that, and he was driving a long distance as well. And he's a renowned national speaker, and so he's someone that I highly respected and appreciated. And so for him to decide to go ahead and be a part of it, there's a few that I can think of that also has. A lot of them will tell me, hey man, now that they hear, they like, man, I want to get on it. I'm like, well, you gotta wait now. You gotta get in line.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I have a question. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a question. So as it's evident from the first Men Talk to what it is now, the growth in the audience, including online and in-person attendance, you can see that your words are affecting a lot of people. And that's, you have to take on a certain level of responsibility. So I know some of the men have already been public speakers and they've already been in that position. But for those who is new to, how do you feel to know that you are an influencer? Because you are. people are taking what you're saying.
Don't look like that now.
People are taking what you're saying.
They listen to y'all.
No, because they are.
These thoughts are only my thoughts.
Don't put that on me.
Right.
Yes.
Some of y'all have fans.
Yes.
Mitch,
Yes.
You got fans.
I do.
But
So,
But I'm
listen,
serious.
No, like I'm sorry, I only want to interrupt you, but I literally had a woman stop me in Dallas talking about, you be on the men panel. I'm one of your fans. I commented on one of your posts, one of your lives. I was like, I don't think, because I didn't go look.
Right.
And it kind of made me nervous because I didn't realize she noticed me out. Like, I'm walking to get coffee at 7-Eleven. Because I stay in the high ride. So I'm coming down, I'm walking, like it's literally walking. This woman stopped me. I was like, whoa, you don't know nobody else on there? I'm the one you want to stop. And I'm with one of my homies. She brushed him off. She's like, no, I only want you. Him. I got nervous.
Hey,
Hey, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't you start that.
Hey,
Don't you
I
start
couldn't
that.
No, that really happened. No, this really happened. This really happened. This is not like this really happened. No, this really happened. I got a witness. I literally had a witness. My homie was a witness. He was like, yo, because we from Illinois. We not from Texas. So when someone just brushes off rudely, we say something. Like, and I'm not gonna say what he said because we live and I will already get scrutinized for
And I
cussing.
can imagine what he said.
But you can imagine
I
what he
can
said. Like,
imagine what he-
who you talking to? I'm just saying, I didn't say it.
They still
I didn't say it.
see you.
I didn't say it. But he said, who you
Got
talking
some
to? I'm
lip
like,
readers.
fam, let
Got
me
some
holler
lip
at her,
readers.
shorty, because shorty nice. Let me holler at her. You know what I'm saying? We could. I'm like, yes, I am, shorty. I'm
Said,
doing
let me
for the
leverage
family.
this.
You see what I'm saying? But yeah, no, this is a real life story. It's a real life true story. I got with it. And I'm pretty sure the woman that would be willing to come on
So
and
did she get the autograph?
she did get the number.
Okay.
That's not what he asked.
I didn't want to. That was cold.
I gave away a little bit.
Yeah.
I gave away a little bit too much right there. Okay, yes, all right.
Real
But-
bitch still, please stand
Right.
up.
Yeah.
Did I contact her? Probably not. But I'm just saying
Right,
it did happen. It did happen.
So
But
in
yes,
other words,
this
we're
platform,
influencers, and during this 11 months, children
Right.
have been produced as a result of our.
Right. But how does that make you feel? Because that is a sense of power, and you don't want to lead people in the wrong direction.
I would say for me, even though Malcolm might be better speaking on because for me, I've been in a role of influence.
Yeah.
But even going greater and greater, you still want to be careful what you say. You know, because it does have a vibration. But I consider every woman like my daughter or my mother. Since we're talking about that,
It's hard for relations.
Yes, except for the Mitch talking about. But except for those, but I consider that I do have a daughter. But I keep it real with my daughter. You see what I'm saying? I don't play those games with my daughter or my mom. We got a real, and I got sisters. So when it come down to it, so that's why I keep it real on her as well. Whatever you want to do, you want to do it your best. So you want to make sure that you productive at what you do.
Right.
So you want to, and at the same time, by us being influencers, we only speaking from our perspective.
Right.
That's why I say all the time, I can't be wrong because I'm speaking from my perspective. It's not a wrong or a right, it's my perspective. So whether I'm traumatized or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is my perspective. And a lot of dudes don't like to embrace where they at. So I may say something right now that sounds crazy to y'all, but I can come back 2 months later and say, no, I changed my ways. You be like, hold on, did you change or did you lie?
Right.
No, I changed my ways. That's how I was.
None of us would say anything crazy.
Right.
It's a difference in between that, if that makes sense.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not,
Absolutely.
just like what old girl was talking about daily. Like I really do this on a daily basis to evaluate myself. So I may talk crazy to some people. I may say that seems stupid to me, or that was a failure, or something. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't had all kind of personal stuff there, and I be like, no, because I talk to myself like that. I be like,
Right.
You woke up this morning, you didn't do what you said you was gonna do. Stop lying to yourself.
like
Then
that.
get up.
I like that.
Accountability.
You see what I'm saying? So I get a little.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's something
I like
Right. Because I do it. I do it. I like that.
That's what we live for.
Because
I
if
like
not,
that. I do it.
If not, then you gotta make sure you're accountable. If I can't be real with myself, I can't sit up here and be real with y'all.
Right.
I ain't worried.
And that's another reason why we have provided this platform, because a lot of women experience men that be lying or men
all the time.
you know they
Why did you say it so hard?
Hey,
and so in that
if lying was a day job, they'll have 3.
Oh, my God.
Just saying.
Cut him off.
so
She having a flashback.
in
having a
our
flashback.
work
That's why they need us, twin. That's why they need us.
She's having a flashback.
in our line of work, working with women and working with girls, y'all are so out of line.
No, you have to lie as a founder. No,
I don't know what he's talking about. I
And
support whatever
Men's
he
House
did.
2026, we might have a new rotation. Nah, that's
Taking the sound equipment with him.
you had something you want to
Yeah,
say,
I was just
Quinn?
going to
I just
say
want everybody to know. Who can't say that.
what makes this show so dynamic to me is that we got men here and you guys with true intentions. With true intentions, there is no right or wrong, right? We don't deal with right and wrong, because what he say might not reach this high, but it's going to reach somewhere,
Right.
right? What I say might not reach here, but it's going to reach somewhere. As long as we have true intentions, when good people doing good things, man, great things happen because of that. And this is what this platform is about, making
Right.
great things happen with our perspective,
Right.
right? Because you're never wrong in your whatever you think in your opinion. You're never wrong. So again, this again is a great platform for everybody. It might not be that particular person, but B can say something that, hey man, that I had a talk with a guy, and he was having problems with his child. And I said, man, I almost laughed at him. I said, don't you know that the parent is the least influential over the child? And he was like, what do you mean? I said, well, you might can't reach him, but let me try. Right? Again, the same difference with this platform. Everybody can't reach everybody, right?
You're going to listen to Twin.
Yeah. But again, every last one of these guys I have learned from, right? I even learned, because you learn from that which you didn't even think about in the first place,
Right.
right? Because if he says something that, oh, you know what, man, I never thought of it like that. Now, when I reach and try to talk to someone that he can reach, I know I can repeat what he says, because, hey, that's the combination that make things work. So again, I think the true intentions is what makes this platform such a great platform.
And then it just trickles down into the women and the girls in the organization having a better understanding and being able to work through personal and business connections that they have with men. So
Right.
we thank y'all.
So before we close it out, I do want Amber and I to talk about our own personal reflections, where we've seen Mental go and what we've learned from it, because it is essentially for the women, but the men too, but for us to get a better understanding. And for me, I'm going to talk about how initially I wasn't a co-host. I think I didn't become a co-host to part 8. But I came on and helped in part 7. And I can say prior to me getting really involved, I just kind of, listened to what the men had to say. Some of it kind of resonated with me. Some of it I was just like, okay, just to be honest, like, okay, but as I've gotten more involved and really listened and tuned in, some of the men have came to me personally and talked to me about certain things that I go through or have went through, and they spoken to me, and poured into me. But it helped me to learn that some things that I don't even think men are paying attention to or they care about or that even matters to them. It does. Me in my head prior to this, I was thinking, like men don't really have feelings like that. They just go on about their life and just whatever. But well, I'm just telling my truth. This is my truth. This is my uniqueness. I'm embracing my uniqueness. No, I'm just playing. But I'm saying, I just think that they just kind of their main focus is to provide and protect. So they push that emotional side and that vulnerable side and that, wanting to communicate and stuff to the back burner. But I've learned from each of these men that that's not true. That they are very intentional. They are very strategic about how they move and how they deal with a lot of women in their life, not just romantically, but the people that they work with, their business partners, their clients, as well as their sisters, mothers, and everybody. So it's opened my eyes because I'm single. And if I want to be successful in a relationship, the things that they've taught me that I need to recognize and know about a man, that it's about respect and listening and being submissive and teachable and agreeable. I think that's some things that women they kind of dismiss, but it's important to have unity and to have peace and to grow together. So that's what I've learned.
You better talk.
That's what I've learned.
I was trying to toast you. I ran out of liquor. I'm drunk. I'm a toast.
That's good. Because
that mean we did what we was trying to do.
They did.
Not us out here, bro.
You feel
to highlight, I've had my own experiences with Twin, with Derek, and with Brandon. They all have came to me and told me some very deep stuff, and talked to me and really made me feel like that I mattered. And that's a lot because you can be in a space where you feel like you don't matter or people don't hear you, but they heard me and talked to me. So that's and all the men have. I love all of them for each different reasons, but I'm just saying,
mention all of us though.
He wanted a shout out.
But y'all know they all family. But I'm just saying, certain ones have came and talked to me on a deeper level. So that's what I've learned. And how about you?
So I've learned a lot. From part one, I wasn't really expecting for it to go this long. I really wanted to kind of open up the space for men to kind of share what we do with the women going through different experiences. And so when Valentine's Day came last year, February, we wanted to celebrate Black love. I didn't really know what direction how we were going to approach it, but we knew that relationships in the Black community were suffering, and women not knowing how to communicate with men not knowing how to communicate with women. I learned a whole lot about communication and really just listening. And you don't have to, a lot of women that I've known or encountered will go back and forth with the men. And I've learned that you don't have to do that. I've learned, not every man is the same. Men are different, and you can't approach men. You can't approach one man the way you would approach another man. You really have to, like Brandon's word is vetting. You have to vet the men that you not just want to be in a relationship with, but that you want to do business with, because you never know a person's background, what they come from, what they do. So I really learned a lot about from the business side in communicating with men, and it also has helped me in my own personal relationship with communicating. And so all across the board, I think these 11 months, then it shows that, men, they are intentional, and they show up, and they don't hesitate to pour into a good cause. They found out about the Sisterhood Foundation and what we're really trying to do, and our genuine intentions of really not just helping the women and the girls, but also helping the men as well to really bridge that gap. And so I learned that even though we all have different perspectives and we all see the world in different lenses, we do have feelings, men have emotions. I really didn't think that men really cared or or really process their emotions in a way. I knew that, you all have feelings, you all have emotions, but I really didn't think that you'd be vulnerable and open up and express that, share personal stories and interactions with women like Malcolm.
But don't bring it
I
up.
won't bring I won't bring it up. But not only that, also Derek, you and no, I'm not gonna. Y'all didn't even let me finish. So what I was saying was the different personal experiences that you all were vulnerable enough to share, like Wayford, on the last one.
Oh, that was good.
Hold on,
That
no,
was probably
we're not gonna go there.
The best one.
No,
That was probably the best one today.
No,
That
we're not
was-
gonna go there. No, we're not gonna go there because we're gonna get ready to wrap it up.
So
So I just wanted to say that with all of the men.
Why am I going to stop this show?
No, but no, we're not gonna go there. But all of everybody's personal experiences and personal stories that you've all been open to share has been very rewarding to hear and learn, because not just me, but other women in the audience have learned from y'all personal stories, and so we appreciate that.
We're not gonna read it. We're not gonna read it.
We're not gonna go there, Miss Mink.
You had to say something.
Miss Mink, we not gonna go there. We finna wrap it up. We finna wrap it up and go into.
I'm gonna say thank you to you all as ladies for observing and getting the reflecting on it and receiving the feedback. Toya, I saw that as you were reflecting, it seemed a little emotional for you as well. Thank you. Thank you for hearing us. Thank you for allowing us to talk through what seemed raw, not perfect, underdeveloped, not fully formed, but you allowed that space. And I think that for you guys to have said that you've taken the information and allowed it to go into your everyday life, because that's how I move. I don't like to say stuff just to be saying it. I love to know that it's going beyond those walls. And so I'm grateful to hear that, and thank you all for your leadership.
Thank you very much.
To that, I clap.
Yes.
Y'all gonna
And a quick disclaimer: the toilets.
We're not gonna go there away.
Look at the chat. Wait, look at the chat.
I feel it's only right. I spoke with the wise men and my lady, and further observation: when you flush the toilet, if the seat is not down, not the seat, but the lid,
The top,
sometimes it splash out.
Yeah.
So after coming to a conclusion, the
Toilet
toilet
seat
seat
go
need
down.
to be down with the lid. For the women, y'all own that. I apologize to my lady and anybody who was offended. And I still slammed the seat.
He gotta have his rebellious streak. He gotta be rebellious about something. Shit, I gotta do it. Fuck it.
Try me.
If I gotta do it, fuck it.
And Wafer, we would love to invite you and your lady to come out to.
That would be a good one. I would like to hear that conversation.
To
I'd like
the
to hear that
pageant.
conversation.
We're talking about the pageant.
Where your mind
Oh,
going?
my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's key.
I'm thinking like you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
my
I'm coming
goodness.
out to the pageant. I'm
Thank
coming
you,
to the
Wafer.
I'm talking about the
Yeah,
pageant.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Are y'all okay over there?
My mind. That did not cross the pageant. Not cross my mind. I'm sorry. We went left field with this one. We're gonna let y'all take over. I'm gonna be quiet.
They silly. So how would like to close it out, Amber? I want you to go ahead and talk about the pageant. And while she's talking about the pageant, I want the men just to give a little short, brief, just talk about what you hope to hope for men in 2020, Men Talk in 2026, and hope for yourself in 2026. While she's talking about that, we're just gonna do a short little round.
Short, brief.
So those of you that are just tuning in, we are You missed it.
It
Talking
was
about
good.
the first annual Radiant Heart Winter Pageant Showcase for the young girls that are in our mentorship program. It will be this Saturday, December 27th. Doors open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 7 p.m. These girls have worked all year on self-esteem building their confidence. And so we want y'all to come out, cheer them on, come at the, I missed something.
No,
Oh.
I want to say something when you get done.
Okay. Doubletree Hotel in Fort Worth, 7 p.m. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. You can also check out our website to donate or sponsor at www.sisterhooddfw.org and tune in to see all of our upcoming events and looking forward to Men Talk in 2026.
Well, I wanted to say something about the pageant. So we have 8 beautiful, beautiful girls that are going to participate in this, and I want everyone to really know that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for some of these girls. And they work so hard from our first practice up to our last practice. We've seen so much growth and intention and commitment. And so I want to talk more about the pageant, how it's not just a beauty pageant. This is something that we're doing to highlight their inner beauty, their confidence, their growth. So it's something that we decided to do the pageant instead of a regular Christmas party for the girls. We want to be very intentional about what we were doing, and it is also a fundraiser for the Sisterhood Foundation. So y'all support. The men are going to support. We have so many of the men from Men Talk that are coming out to support. So the fans, y'all see us on live. If y'all want to see them in person, get autographs from Mr. Thomas,
Autographs, phone number.
or the White Lexus crew, or the toilet seat men. No,
Yeah, that's your pageant. That's your pageant move.
Sherman.
That's your pageant move.
If you want to give back to a good cause and have some
Yes.
fun, come out.
These men are so dedicated and intentional. It really, we're talking about the end of the year. It may be, y'all know I'm not a crier and I don't get very emotional, but the
Stop lying.
no, I don't. But the just that they dedicated so much time to.
It's okay.
They dedicated so much time to us. They poured in. They dedicated their resources, their time, their energy, everything. And it's they ain't looking for anything in return. So just that they believe in us to come and show up every month,
Absolutely.
that's beautiful.
Right. Without
Thank you.
without their handout.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Real. Like
And a lot of them girls won't get that experience again.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really a once in a lifetime. That's why I was talking to you off camera, and I was saying you never know who you're helping.
Right.
It's not about what you're going
That's
through.
real.
It's about who you're helping in the process. See, I never get caught up in the shining lights and all that stuff. You know, that's good for a season, but who you help, these girls will never forget that. When they walk across that stage, and when they stand up and they feel like a queen, and they say, I remember a long time ago. Like it's stuff that I remember a long time ago. My Sunday school teacher. You heard me say, and I know I've been I done been everywhere. My Sunday school teacher looked me in my eyes and said, man, you could be whatever you want to be.
Right.
And I never forgot it. They'll never forget you. Real talk.
Wait, were you about to say I was a heathen?
Thank
I'm sorry, but I thought heathen. I thought heathen was coming out his mouth.
No,
Heathen.
I was,
You know what I'm
but
saying? You was a heathen. Okay,
No,
all
I'm
right.
saying,
But like Toya said, for y'all to show y'all dedication to come each month, not no handout, just to say, hey, we support the vision, we support the mission, we want to help y'all, and y'all done that for 11 months. That's a celebration. That's something remarkable because we have a bad stigma in society and social media about how we are, and for us to come together each month, pour into each other and share personal stories, it's an amazing divine experience.
but
And
your energy, you keep your energy right. That's the whole thing. When you're in, see, because for me, when I first came to the first one, I said she's not even worth me invested in.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
Wow. Let me get some of that crown.
Absolutely.
That's that.
No, because
Let him-
I'm
let him
doing
speak.
nothing else.
She could go ahead and
Now,
cut.
maybe-
Right.
maybe-
Go ahead and cut.
No, maybe everybody else don't.
I get
But
it.
when I invest my time, I like to see benefit from what so I gotta see what you're doing first.
Okay.
Man, talking about that vetting.
Yeah. I know. Now I'm a little, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little edgy, but at the same time, I need to see that it's gonna be productive.
Right.
So when I feel your energy, I say I can flow with that. You know, I can flow. So I'd invest my time. I'd invest my energy. Like normally I would charge somebody $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 for what I'm doing for you for the pageant. Easy, $10,000. But for you, I said I give it to you for free. They know I'm live. They know I'm not lying. They're gonna be like, I'm giving it for free.
Yeah.
I'm giving it for free.
Right.
So I'm asking them to donate because I donate.
Right.
I done that. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm
sir.
saying keep your industry. It's not all that other stuff, man. Keep your industry. We good.
Y'all heard
Let me-
the owner of DS Sounds and 5 Star Media. He is donating and sponsoring this pageant for these girls and making
Appreciate
it come
that.
to light. So thank you.
Let me sprinkle a little bit on there because I'm with you,
Something slight.
but I'm not gonna give the love so tough. You know what I'm saying? He kind of gave it to you tough. I'm gonna give it to you a little gentle. But
The same man that slammed down the talk. But okay.
right. But, listen,
Get it together.
you got a point. No, but
Yeah.
to what y'all was saying about going into 2026 with the men's talk and everything. First of all, the sisterhood is the main focus. So going into 2026, we really need to take this man's example, find where we can put in support. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. When people say support, everybody's thinking, give me money, give me money, give me
Right.
money. But most of this stuff is designed to fail if it's not structured as a community. We all have a part to play in the community in order for us to succeed for our people and for what we're trying to do.
Right.
And so one of the main things that I want, me personally, I'm going to start promoting my businesses, the Weed Wrangler. If anybody out there need any landscaping done in the DFW area, you know what I'm saying, give me a call. I have like 10 numbers, so forgive me, I got to read this. That's 817-369-5815. But to the point, now that I put that out there, I'm going to use my resources to put back into the sisterhood, and we'll sit down and we'll discuss the ideas that I have and what we can do moving forward. Now that we're getting the new year started, we need to really figure out what's the best way for us to get our people to support us and to support you guys in the pageant. And so that's what I see for 2026, us kind of honing in on how to get that support from the community and help you guys grow this platform and the sisterhood platform and everything else that you guys are trying to do. And also the business therapy, Derek's business. I forget what all you got going, Malcolm,
Clockwork Solution.
but you do have the Clockworks, and me and my brother Mitch, we working. I know he doing security. I don't really have any need for that, but I definitely do have need for your other business
yes,
ventures, and we'll sit down and talk. And Mr. Twin, I can't wait to do some business with you. And so that's my vision as far as 2026.
And I want to say one thing that Miss Nick said. She said the hardest thing in our community is showing up, and these men, kings, have intentionally shown up, and y'all have, and we appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And to piggyback off of Lee's sentiments, I know personally, you know how you can hear people say things, but then you wonder if that's true. I know that to be true personally. The things that he said, he's intentional about contributing, and I know that's true. I am Brandon Powell, and I endorse that message.
Yes, sir.
My intentions toward 2026 in regard to the men's talk, it's the same. I'm going to continue to, and I'm a businessman. I track attendance. I track the efforts of anything I do. And so I know over the last 11 months since February up until, I know that we have, I personally have invited and had at least 50 people personally show up, and I want to double that number next year. I want to participate as long as Amber and Toya will have me. And from the first month that I met Amber, we talked not long after that. And I told you I could see this being a national platform. I still feel that same way. And so it's just a matter of just allowing it to blossom and grow. And people have to remember, Amber is managing more than just this particular project. It is one of many amongst other obligations. And so when I saw that, I extended grace and allowed it to blossom on its own, because I understood, just like most business people, you got a lot of things you're juggling. And so I'm grateful. Progress is a process. I'm going to continue to support. And I'm grateful.
Thank you.
I don't.
It's going this way.
Oh, it's going back this way?
What twin name?
Well,
Yeah, I kind of jumped out there, but
Oh, yeah.
no specific order.
This is how we
No
want to go.
specific order.
Yeah.
You want to go
Yeah,
twin?
I mean, I can go if y'all want me to. Let y'all build up. Okay. Well, I pick back off what they say, man. It's like you say, man, wait for man. We already checked the bag already out the gate off one day of work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when I meet with these brothers, man, I've learned something. I'm finna learn how to step from twin, because twin be twirling. I'm trying to twirl, sorry.
The man with the
yeah. And then you know what I'm saying. Then off of this, I'm hoping to get invited back for 2026. But if not, you know what I'm saying, I'm definitely gonna be linking with Derek, because I need their sound so we can start my own podcast, because it's a lot more people listening to me than I thought. And a lot of people tell me all the time, like, man, you're a speaker, man. Like, people hear you, people listen to you. Social culture force. So you know, so I'm trying to be an impact on the mind instead of impact against the mind.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So and especially being able to invite brothers like this back on to another platform. But just in case y'all don't know, these two gonna be my producers and whatever else I need in the background, because I don't know nothing about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's been, man, the impact has been amazing. The people I've been having follow, the people have been actually commenting, mentioning stuff to me in my inbox. You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, it's kind of been an amazing experience, man, especially the brotherhood. Cause me, I'm big on calling people my brother over just friends, because friends don't really get me far. Family always did. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So when I build a brotherhood with someone, I come with something. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always taught, even my grandfather, man, he died at 77, and he told me, man, if you can't be used, you're useless. And then he reversed it. He said, if you can't use somebody, they're useless. Right. So if we can't be a benefit to each other, I don't need you in my life, because I'm coming to bring a benefit. So bring me a benefit. It's just that simple. You know, so I'm coming to be a benefit, so bring me a benefit.
Thank you.
So that way we can utilize each other and we grow. And that's what that happened so far since I've been on this panel. I ain't got no money since I've been on it. I mean, I get money regardless. I'm just saying, but it's more money there because I can hand it out now. You know what I'm saying? Because I got so much going on. It's like you said, we need I promise you, my boy Brandon need an intern. He needs someone he can have do this, so he can actually delegate. My boy Wafer do. My boy goddamn Derek do. My boy here do. Twin, you definitely do. I don't know what the hell you doing. And you need for real. And the one thing I love about you, Twin, is my brother lost his daughter, and he went to the bottom, and he haven't been able to recover. I don't care what I say, what I try to do here, I'm able to recover. I just let them know I'm here. I don't know what to do, but to see your resilience from using your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Knowing I'm dealing with a brother who he's broken. I can't save my brother. And I know he got to figure it out himself. But to see how you move, if I can at least get him down here, I'm bringing him around you. I'm just letting you know, I'm bringing him around you because he needs someone to point to him so he can see that the bottle is not in here. From where I'm from, the population is small. So is the infrastructure and the economy. So you stuck doing one thing, especially for a black man. So if I can pull him out of something, let him see how far even I've grown. You know what I'm saying? And then to bring him around you, man, it's like, because he haven't recovered yet, and it's been 7 years. So, and you will never recover. I'm not saying he recovered. I'm just saying I need him to figure it out because he's becoming a liability. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, it's been a year, man.
Yeah.
And I think maybe except for like twice I've been the youngest one on the panel.
Yeah.
And shit, one of those times he was like, what, 18?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was
the owner's
the
son.
Yeah, the owner's son. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, it honestly it has been a pleasure and a joy to be amongst kings. Like I mean, I've done quite a bit, man. Like being in the army, start my own business, but just the wealth of knowledge and experience that you guys have allowed me to be around and sit at the feet and study and learn. And honestly, and the biggest shout out to the two of y'all because we wouldn't have held it together without you
at all.
Like y'all's vision on this entire thing has been an inspiration, honestly. Like it has truly been a blessing.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I guess first thing I want to say is this. I did 10 years in the federal penitentiary. A guy walked up to me and he said, Harris, because they call you Harris. He said, how do you walk around in this environment with such a smile on your face as if you're not here? I said, easy. I said, for one, this is only temporary. And for two, I got people that love me that's waiting to receive me when I do get home. One of the things that you guys see is the support team that kept me afloat, that keeps me afloat. And the thing about that, each and every last one of you are part of that support team. And this is why I always express, do something for somebody, because you can support even when you don't realize. Right. One of the things I want to say about this show is the fact that it is heartening for we to have such lovely young ladies in our midst to say that I didn't know that men cared. I didn't know that men thought like this. I didn't know that men had a heart. I didn't know. And so the reason I'm saying this is because we as men have been giving a reputation, a notorious reputation from the start go. And this is why I was talking to my mom earlier about the police and how they are trained to see infractions. They are trained to see and recognize crime. And so when they approach you, as good as their heart may be, or the minds may be, they still are trained to see the bad in you some way, somehow. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, our women are being taught the same about our men.
Right.
And this is why they cannot believe the men that we are. But lo and behold, we have a platform called Men Talk that can dissolve that thought process, that misconception. And this is what Men Talk is about, and why it is so important that we have a platform where we all can get an understanding. And thank you guys for giving us that platform.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate that. D?
Yeah.
You got to give something else after saying that the first experience.
Thank you.
You got to recover. You got to recover.
What would you like to do for 2026?
Yeah, what's 2026 looking like
for Men Talk?
2026 Men Talk for me is just to allow the connection to continue.
Yeah, I like that,
because I know it's a gap that definitely needs to be bridged, and it's a lot of trauma from men and women that need to be exposed. And I think we need to be real with ourselves and continue to be real with ourselves and just exposing it. The more that we expose it, the more we be real with ourselves, I think the more it'll come out, because a lot of times it's just been something that we was taught. You know, Ricky Cart taught me something a long time ago that he read from a book. He said, man, I went to my mama's house and she was baking a cake. And they was like, you gotta use this type of pan. I always use this type of pan. And she passed it down to the next generation. You gotta use this type of pan. And then when it came down to the next generation, they're like, why are we using this type of pan? They're like, we never know. We don't know because mama didn't.
We always done it.
We always done it this way.
Yeah.
So a lot of things we always done it this way. We never asked ourselves why. And we always been taught, don't question God. And if you ain't questioning God, you're not questioning yourself. So my last thing will be, until you can believe in yourself as much as you believe in God, you will never do nothing.
Amen.
Well, we appreciate y'all. This was definitely a wonderful Men Talk Reflection end of the year segment. We look forward to 2026. And we look forward to seeing y'all and y'all tuning in on Saturday at the pageant.
Please come.
Please support. This will be a huge experience for the girls. They work very hard. They're excited about it. So come out, show your support, and definitely stay tuned. Stay in. Follow us on the social media page, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We definitely be preparing for Men Talk Part 12 in the new year.
Yeah.
2026.
Let's go.
But that's all I have. Toy, you want to say anything before we close out? And
I think this was beautiful. It went well. It well surpassed my expectations for the end of the year. Reflection. The name of it was a true reflection of a gentleman's thoughts. And I think, and I want to say this before we go, I think that these men up here, they represent Black men. They represent the community. They represent what they need to represent as men to the fullest. So once again, I want to give them a round of applause and thank y'all for showing up.
thank y'all.
And being here for us. But that's about it. We love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all for all the supporters of Men Talk platform and sisterhood. And we'll see y'all on Saturday.
Bye. Thank y'all.
All right. Tuning out.
Oh my God.